Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome back to Humankind. So today I want to start pushing up northeast. See if we can take out the city of Sidon, maybe take out Parsa. Sidon, however, is kind of well defended. They have a fortification value of 30. Sparta has 50 because we have the stone wall, so they might have just a palisade wall actually. But we'll see how we're doing. We're also trying to take back this territory over here from, what are these guys called now? The Phoenicians, still. They have a lot of war support, but yeah, they're not doing much about it for now. We have a couple of crises against them, but they claim the territory on our border, which we are trying to take back. And yeah, they have a different religion, all that kind of basic stuff. Their war support is kind of high, but they're still friendly, so they're not doing much at the moment. It's interesting. Anyway, let's see. The Achaemenid Persians reached the early modern era with the Edo Japanese. Interesting. That's, and we are close to a war victory as well. And we have a new grievance. Ah, who was? Who are those guys? These guys?
Why
Are
do you come here
Mongolians?
to
Ah, these are the Japanese now. Alright, yeah, the guys who we were fighting have become the Japanese. They are vindictive, traitorous, extroverts. Vindictive though, they never forget what happened in the past. But their war support is declining. They lost too many battles. So, yeah, pretty soon I think they're going to lose. Anyway, we have a territory here that we could raid and ransack. Or we could just go straight for Sidon, but we'd have to go across these mountains somehow. Which, well, it can be done over here, I guess. There's people walking along the road. That's really cool to see. I really like that detail, seeing these small people. Though in comparison, our armies are, of course, made up of giants, which is kind of funny. But oh well. Let's see what else is there to do. We can move these guys around. Or we could go up north for a quick scout to see what is in this fog of war, this one area of the map that we haven't seen yet. And then go south. They have a trade port over here. Let's see, Sipar. We can build something in Sipar. Now their stability is going up. We could try to attach Sham at this point, but maybe it's not a good idea. At the very least, we don't have a lot of food production. We have a fishery that we could make. Maybe at this point we should build a harbor. Take the time to do that. Could get 12 food from that, plus 2 science. A bit of unrest, of course, but later on we can upgrade this to provide us with more money. We're making a lot of money here, by the way. Wow. And also a little bit more food, of course, can be gotten. Alright. Maybe there's a technology coming up where we can have less weariness from traveling in deep water. That would be cool. Right, so we can go up here, that is good to know. And then we could go across the side here in between the mountains. It's really a beautiful game, man. I can't keep saying, or I can't say it enough. It's just a beautiful looking game. Anyway, we are in Rotenef now, which means that these guys can connect up together. And I guess, what do we want to do here? These guys are going to be super annoyed with us for doing this. An army from the Phoenicians is trespassing in Favaris. And you have a different state religion. The Phoenicians, though, like, they're behind us quite a bit. They're in the medieval era, we're in the early modern era. Well, okay, they're not that far behind, I guess, but yeah. I don't know, I feel like I need to stay on the safe side with these guys and keep my army here in Rotenef. Also because Sidon if they have an army over here, they could try to come over here and try to take the territory back. So these guys really should just be stationed here, I think, and just kept there. Right, now let's give these guys a unit or a move order for 2 turns at the very least. Then for Atenai, what can we do here? We could try to start building the St. Basil's Cathedral. It's going to take a ton of turns, but with the help of our other cities, it's going to be fine. And it would be good to spread out the wonders a little bit. But at the same time, of course, we are still very focused on war. Look at that, these guys are... We have a wall in the water? What the hell? That's kind of funny. But it's cool to see all the little shacks on the water and like the fishing areas, I guess. Anyway, let's have a look. So this could provide us with extra food. We'll get +3 food on the harbor. I don't think that's what we're going to go for though. Maybe a barracks would be good. This is a frontier city after all. And as for Aachen, you need a ton of food. Could do artificial reservoirs. +3 food on a harbor doesn't seem that great, though these tiles also all belong to the harbor maybe. So then that could be quite strong. We could keep an eye on that maybe. Let's do a fishery. Do we have that in our main town in Babylon? I wonder. No, we do not. Right, so it's hard to check, but we can keep an eye on it. Gunpowder warfare has been researched. That gives us access to conquistadores and saltpeter. And a world deed has been accomplished. Be the first to discover Lake Hillier. That gives us +50 fame, and we are still in 2nd place. We need to catch up with the Haudenosaunee, who are in number 2, and are in the 2nd place. But this is cool, man. Lake Hillier. I've actually been here in real life. This is in Australia, I think. I think it was Lake Hillier anyway. That's really cool. I need to research that. I think that's where I went. Anyway, let's have a look. What do we want to do? Free-masted ship could be cool. Then you have colony plan. We get settlers, caravels. For naval transport, I think that would be the way to go. That would give us seafaring mastery, access to the cogs, which we are already using. Got a bit of early access to that, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's have a look. Ooh, why do we have to go around here? Ah, we cannot go down here. Provides a nice view of the surrounding area, but apparently not much more than that. Yeah, then these guys are also going to go up. I'd like to have access over all of these terrains. We could actually just ravage this land and just take it. Even if we don't manage to take the city. We are so much ahead of the other guys, so we're just going to do an instant resolution here. And that gives us a military star, that is nice. These guys were involved in that, but these guys can continue moving. Alright. Let's go ahead and do just that. And then these guys, yeah, are just going to continue scouting and see how far we can get. We might be able to circumnavigate the whole planet. That would be super, super cool. Anyway, let's move over here inland a little bit, just to see what we can see. They got obsidian over here. Can't see much more than that. Now then, as for Babylon, what do we want to do? Oh, we got Aesthete Stars. We could do something else with Aesthete Stars, maybe. If there's anything else that... yeah, we get the Commons Quarter, provides +2 stability per adjacent district, +5 influence. Not the strongest place. This would be better, though we would lose food. But we are producing so much food that actually... I don't think that would matter that much. And production, of course. But we will get more stability. Well, stability is not really a problem, so... You know what, we're going to forego that option. We could go for stone walls here, but again, it doesn't really matter. I think we would be better off doing some other things. We also pretty much built all of the other production-related things, but we could go... we didn't build a library here? What the hell? Alright, we're definitely getting that. That would boost our science output significantly. Also quite a nice amount of people over here in Sparta, but we are going to go for the saltpeter mine and get access to that. That is priority number 1. And Atakoroka converted to a new religion, Babylonians shamanism. So we are still spreading our religion quite nicely. And now we're surrounding these guys, and they're also very slowly starting to convert. Our pressure is much bigger than theirs. And this is of course our new territory, so that makes sense that they also converted because of that. We are going to renounce this. We cannot get rid of all of these problems that we're having with these people, unfortunately. Because I would have to pay a ton of money. Anyway, these guys can be upgraded to arquebusiers. Interesting, but we cannot do it without the required materials, and of course also we are in enemy territory. So that's not what we're going to do, but what we are going to do is we are going to ransack Kodimon, and we're going to disconnect this territory. And then we're going to grab it for our own. We can take Sidon as well. But we are definitely going to maintain this siege until we get some siege equipment, a ballista. Because I know what it's like to not be able to get into the city and lose all of your troops, because we've done that before. These guys are going to continue to move south, see what they can see. What is this? That's a volcano? No, just a crater. Alright. These guys are going to continue scouting around. This could be a nice little bit of land to settle, actually. If we could get settlers over here. Alright, Aachen, population lost. Because we need more food. We need to check. We finished building the thing. No, it's just on the harbor. The other one still produced 2 food. So that it's not that great. Now though, we're producing enough food. For now. We could do something with that. What do we want to build? We could do something relating to industry. That would be good. Water mill plus 2 industry on river tiles. Very powerful. Let's see. Their stability is at 59% and stable. That is good. These guys are stable at 59% as well. If it wasn't, we could actually try to attach Axolotl to Zo. And that would be nice. And we are finishing one of those quarters that will provide us with a little bit of extra stability. Let's move over here. I want to see a little bit of the inland tiles there. Seems to be a smallish island, but it's kind of nice. The Cathedral Bogota. Oh, look at that. 39 faith, or 36 over here. This is still also a really crazy strong position. But we wouldn't lose food over here, and we would get a lot more religious pressure. I'm going to go for it. Religious pressure is something I want to keep up. And faith per district plus 22. We already have the Cathedral Gotica over here, but we could build more. We could just keep going with that. But the stability isn't really that great. So chances are we should probably do something else. Let's do theater. Get some extra influence going on. We don't have any new laws that we can enact, and at this point we're kind of running out of things to invest the influence into again. But for a long time actually we've been making good use of the influence, and it's been hard choices, which is really cool. Now again we lost population because of the Haudernasane, which is really annoying.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Apparently that's not a crisis that we can be angry about, but I'm not liking that, to be sure. Ah, interesting. Alright, so the country continues over here. We have more territories also still belonging to the English. This looks like an attached outpost. Let's scout out just a little bit more before we start crossing the sea. Just to see what this land has to offer. Now, Rigazo finally finished the thing that we were making, the Commons Quarter. That provides us with more influence per turn as well. Some stability, so the stability is going up again. I do think if we were to attach this, things would change quite drastically. We do need more food, so I think we're going to do something food related here. And we do have a river. We could do artificial reservoirs. Alternatively, this one is cheaper. We will get more food per farmers. I think that's the one to go for first. Alright, you are going to grant with curiosity. That gives us plus 100 knowledge. That is nice. I'm just going to keep scouting around. Well, this one is going to move back up north. And then we're going to launch out from over here and hope that we find another island. That would be cool. As for Sparta, there's no ruins to clear here, really. Right? Or are these the ruins? I guess so. Huh. But we cannot click it. That's a bit strange. Right, hamlets could be built anywhere in these territories. Ooh, look at that. That's a ton of food and production. But it's going to cost us happiness. We could do common score for that, plus 6 over here. Lose a bit of production, but that's not as bad as losing the food. Because we're doing quite well on industry. I think 100 is a pretty nice number for it. Anyway. I might be wrong. Move over here. I want to get that curiosity there as well. Alright, you're going to skip the rest of your turn, and we're going to come back to you on the next one. Babylon. Is there anything we could attach to this city? Anything else? No. Nothing can connect to you anymore. That is fine, that is good to know. Now we are producing 256 science. That is a lot. And we still get philosophers of the wild. So every technology that we research adds a little bit more. And we have 9 of these. So if we do this, we would have plus 9 science. So we get 2 extra research slots. And that would be, overall, that would be a significant improvement. So that's what we're going for. I want to keep up with that sort of stuff. We got another 150 technology. Nice. It pays to explore a little bit. Alright, now let's see if we can get any further from this location. I doubt it. We're a little bit ahead. And look at that, we were so close. This is enemy territory right there. Alright, so we get access to the cog. We immediately continue on to the next. Let's see how far we... Ooh, that is nice. Look at that, we have coastal water in sight. So that means we're going to circumnavigate the world pretty soon here. That is good stuff. Alright, as for food, let's just get animal barns. We can actually buy this out, because why not? That is a nice income. We could do granary. Let's go for it. Granary sounds good. Aachen, over here. What are you going to do? You need food still. Now, we cannot make any more food related things. So what we are going to have to do is build a farmer's quarter. We can get plus 13. Alternatively, because this is going to cost us negative stability anyway of minus 10, We could do a hamlet. And maybe there's a much stronger place that we could build it. Like here, we could also get the production. We are we have an idle army. You can upgrade. What can you upgrade to? A cog. That would be nice, but we are not in friendly territory, so we are unable to do it. So we're going to have to ignore that. Now, how are our armies doing? We haven't really looked at these guys. Now, I really would like a way to scroll quicker. We are still ravaging this area. That is good, and we are besieging still over here. But we have access to 2 battles, and that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to manually battle over here. They only have 2 fortified districts, apparently, which is interesting. Maybe these guys should start in the front so that these guys can reinforce each other. These guys could flank, but maybe, actually, it would be nicer to have these guys on the flank instead, so they could run around the back and just wipe those guys out. That is how we're going to deploy.
Let's go.
Wow. Also, that destroys the palisades. Look at that. And it's going to kill the citizens. Alright, so this is how you can destroy the walls in this way. That is really cool. And now we're inside the walls. And we can take this terrain. Ah, now we see these other guys. Which we could attack through the walls as well. Not a big deal. What about you guys? We can come around the back side. Can we attack over here? There's no path to this destination. Is there? Huh. Okay, I guess horses cannot cross the walls. Maybe that's what's going on there. And that would make perfect sense, of course. But these guys do not stand a single chance. They're coming out to attack my horses even. Wow. Alright, we got an expansionist star, an agrarian star, war declared by the Haudenosaunee. Ooh!
What do you want?
It's not good. And they are also almost ready to move on. They're falling behind in fame again a bit. So these guys are our biggest competitors. We're almost ready to move on to the next stage. What is this? A culture's heritage. The capture of the great city of Sidon was a proud day for your empire. Marching through its gates, however, it was clear the defeated citizens were equally proud of their own colorful culture. What do you make of their customs and rites? Alright, so finally we have another law to settle. We could do monoculturalism or multiculturalism. Multiculturalism would give us +5 influence on main plaza, so per city, that would be nice. Monoculturalism would provide an extra 5 turns before being converted by others' influence on territory. This could be nice, actually. Well, of course, this is also nice. But I think we're doing less now with influence, and susceptible to being influenced is kind of nice. So that is what we're going to go for here. Now, Sidon, of course, is our new city. It's being occupied. We cannot build anything here. Now we could upgrade these guys, and let's go ahead and just do that. We will get arquebuses. That is super cool. Our first gunpowder unit. We cannot see it on the map, of course, but that's it. Now these guys, the war resolution, we could force these guys to... No term is proposed. The war score will be fully converted to reparations. They would have to pay this much stuff. I'm okay with that.
You have my gratitude.
As for treaties,
A proposal?
they don't even want to trade. They are hate-filled. They have 0 war support because they lost so badly. But we were not the ones to attack you, and they got Sidon back. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. And these guys are still working on that. And let's see, how the Nasane are going to attack us, maybe. So I need my guys back in Sparta. It's going to take them 5 turns to get there, but that is fine. Honestly, these guys are on another island. So we could ignore them for the most part, I think. Let's see, the game will end in 25 turns. Rotanef will enter the sphere of influence of the Edo Japanese in 14 turns. Alright, why is the game ending in 25 turns? That is weird. I thought we had 250 turns. Stop doing that. Why? Now, religious conversion of this territory will be achieved in 2 turns. Alright, well, let's just ignore it then. We're going to pull these guys back. Then we're going to upgrade it to gunpowder units. These guys are going to go towards this little island. That is good. This gets us a little bit further towards going all the way around the world. Now, we're just going to continue to scout and see as much as we can see. But it's interesting that this game is going to end in 25 turns, because I thought we had 250, but maybe it was 200. Maybe I missed something here. We are ahead, but we need to start making more money so that we can actually get another star for it. I think that's what we're going to do. We could do something quick and easy. Get this thing done, customs farm, get some extra money for that. Quarters. I don't know if we even have these. This is the one thing about Civilization 6 that has to be said. It's a little bit more readable. This is a market quarter, we could get a bit more money. But these districts, it's kind of hard to tell what is what. But, you know, it's not that big of a problem. You just need to remember a little bit better what you're actually doing. Yeah, I think this might help just as well in fewer turns as the other item. Alright, so I think then we're going to put an end to this video right here and do the next 25 turns in the next video maybe, or maybe divide that up into 2 more videos as well. Let's see what we can do here. You know, I feel like we're very close to a victory here, but we need to see, like military stars, we might have to invade the enemy, kill 5 units, we can get 258 more fame. If we do 2 more scientist tasks, or 2 more, we could expand, try to expand more, but we would need 4 more regions for 208 fame. Honestly, the rewards for these other things are not that great. We need a ton of people for the next agrarian star. We need a lot of aesthete stars, or aesthete points, influence points, to get to the next aesthete star. It might not be undoable, but it's not going to be easy. Anyway, we would get the merchants to be able to go to another era. But let's see. Alright, anyway, what should we do here? At this point, I guess House of Scribes, library. Let's do a library. We have a lot of population here. I do want to see how much research we can get done before the game is over. And of course, most definitely, I want to circumnavigate the world before this episode is over. And again, I thought, yeah, I said we were going to put an end in here, but I'm having fun, man. I want to keep going. I don't want this to end. See, what to build in Babylon. And we need more population stuff as well. More space for population. Let's do customs farm, I guess. And we can even buy it out. Why not? Not sure how much more money per turn that gave us, because I wasn't paying attention. But, well, let's go stone walls. Would be nice to have. And also it looks cool. I think that's more of a reason now, actually. Lumberyard for exit production. Food is also running low. That's something to consider. These guys are on their way. Who else is left to move? These guys. Well, we need more money to upgrade these guys to arquebusiers. Let's see, how far could they move? And onto the river, that will be it. So let's let these guys heal up for now. Anyway, that's really going to be the end of this video. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.